Once upon a time, in a quiet village nestled deep within the rolling hills of Japan, there lived an elderly Zen master named Sensei Kaito. Sensei Kaito was renowned throughout the land for his wisdom and the profound teachings he imparted to his disciples. One of his most famous lessons was the story he called "Empty Your Mind." One crisp autumn morning, a young and eager student named Hiroshi arrived at Sensei Kaito's monastery seeking enlightenment. He had heard tales of the master's unparalleled wisdom and hoped to find the answers to life's deepest questions. As Hiroshi approached the monastery, he was greeted by the serene beauty of the gardens, the gentle rustling of leaves, and the distant sound of a babbling brook. The master, sitting on a weathered wooden bench, beckoned Hiroshi to join him. "Welcome, young one," Sensei Kaito said with a warm smile. "I sense that you are filled with many questions. But before we can begin, let me share with you the story of Empty Your Mind." Hiroshi listened intently as the Zen master began his tale. Long ago, in a distant village, there was a young man named Taro. Taro was known for his intelligence and curiosity, but he carried the heavy burden of a cluttered mind. He was constantly seeking answers, worrying about the past, and fretting about the future. His mind was like a crowded attic, full of old thoughts, regrets, and anxieties. One day, Taro heard of a wise old sage who lived atop a nearby mountain. It was said that the sage held the key to true inner peace and enlightenment. Determined to find the answers he sought, Taro embarked on a treacherous journey to reach the sage's abode. After days of arduous travel, Taro finally arrived at the sage's hut. The sage, a simple man with a long white beard, welcomed him and offered a cup of tea. Taro, impatient and anxious, bombarded the sage with a barrage of questions about life, the universe, and everything in between. The sage, sipping his tea calmly, listened to Taro's questions and concerns. After a while, he said, "Taro, you carry a heavy burden in your mind, much like a backpack filled with rocks. How can you hope to receive wisdom when your mind is so cluttered?" Taro was taken aback by the sage's words. "But I came here seeking answers," he protested. The sage smiled gently. "To truly understand the answers, you must first empty your mind. Imagine your mind as a clear, still pond. Only when the waters are calm and free from disturbances can you see the reflection of truth." Taro, though initially frustrated, realized the wisdom in the sage's words. He began to meditate, letting go of his worries, regrets, and the constant need for answers. Slowly but surely, he emptied his mind, one thought at a time. Months turned into years as Taro diligently practiced meditation and sought to empty his mind. Gradually, the clutter disappeared, and his mind became a tranquil pool of stillness. One day, while meditating by the sage's hut, it happened. Taro felt a profound sense of peace wash over him, and all his questions seemed to dissolve. In that moment, he understood that the journey to enlightenment was not about finding answers but about letting go of the need for them. He returned to the village, a changed man. People marveled at his newfound wisdom and serenity. Taro had discovered the profound truth that emptying your mind was the key to unlocking the wisdom that lay within. And so, young Hiroshi, remember the story of Taro. To find enlightenment, you must first empty your mind of the clutter of daily life, of endless questions, and of the past and future that weigh you down. Only then can you truly see the reflection of truth. Hiroshi nodded, his eyes filled with understanding. He had come seeking answers, but he left with a profound lesson that would shape his journey toward enlightenment. Under the guidance of Sensei Kaito, Hiroshi embarked on his own path to emptying his mind, knowing that true wisdom lay in the stillness that came when the waters of the mind were calm and clear.